Hey, what's up guys? So we are going to be going over a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that definitely deserve a reprint, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below of other cards you guys think that definitely deserve a reprint, because I myself do sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards all the time, and some of these cards are getting really expensive, and they're really old cards, and they don't really see much of play, especially in the metagame, some of them that is. But yeah, first off, Shooting Quasar Dragon. Now, we don't have everything yet for Lavals, but once Lavals come out, Shooting Quasar Dragon is going to be a more hot card, and it is one of those cards which is just an awesome card, and it never really got a reprint at all. The next card up, Arcanite Magician. Now technically this one did get a reprint in the Duelist League, but other than that it really hasn't had a reprint, and I don't really consider Duelist League to be a reprint because a lot of players don't have the ability to get Duelist League cards. Duelist League cards, if you guys are unfamiliar with, they are a league that you can just play in, and they're pretty much just for little kids, and it's very difficult for some people to get a hold of these. I myself, I can't really get Duelist League in my locals, but occasionally I'll trade someone that has Duelist League cards. But Arcanite Magician is just a very cool card, and it's been so long since this card came out and it didn't get a reprint. Another card that I really want this card to get reprinted just so I can have a synchro deck on the side. This is Tuning. Very awesome card. Allows you to add any Synchron tuner monster from your deck to your hand. And it's just a really simple effect, basically like a reinforcement of the army if you want to call it that. But then you get to send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. So occasionally, back in the day when plants were awesome, you know, sometimes you would activate Tuning and you'd mill Dandelion. Oh my gosh, it was like the most exciting thing that happened whenever that would happen in the game. Next up, Karikari Shogun MDL00 Bure. Now this card is probably one of the more meta cards that sees play, but it hasn't had a reprint. It's from Star Strike Blast. There's a lot of cards from Star Strike Blast that actually haven't gotten a reprint. But, you know, Karikari definitely uses, and there is going to be a Karikari Elemental Dragon deck. The OCG loves it. It's really, really nasty. First turn, you can have a huge field, plus still have 6 cards in hand. It just becomes a very, very dirty field, but this card is just good. Also in Girgaz, Karikari Girgaz, this card is fantastic. And again, one of those cards that just didn't get a reprint at all. This card also, Star Strike Blast, never got a reprint. This is Dragoonini Vajrayana. You basically need 3 of these if you... I mean, you could maybe get away with 2. But basically, you're going to want at least 2 of these if you're playing Dragoonities. You need this card if you want to play Dragoonities. And the thing is, Dragoonities were a structure deck. So you figure, oh, you know, you should be able to get the card relatively easy if it's going to be a structure deck. But this card hasn't gotten a reprint, and so it always just kind of slowly goes up in price. That's just kind of how it goes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything that doesn't really get reprinted slowly goes up in price, as long as some people want to play it. I know Dragoonities aren't exactly a meta deck right now, but it's still a deck that a lot of players just like to play. And this card, oh my gosh, this card went to 3, and then it still never got reprinted. This is Emergency Teleport. Actually, I don't even think this card's ever gotten a reprint. Let's go check. Yeah, the Duelist Genesis. Very old. That's when Stardust Dragon came out, and we had the Teleport Dark Arm Dragon deck that was really popular, and then after, you know, Teleport Dark Arm went away, we still didn't get that reprint of Emergency Teleport. I think they forgot about this one. This card, I think, really deserves a reprint because, you know, Emergency Teleport is now at 3. Why didn't it at least get reprinted in something? Like, you know how we had BLS get reprinted in Gold Series before it became unbanned. Why was it Emergency Teleport printed up before it went to 3? I don't know. I feel like this card definitely needs a reprint. This other card is Harpy's Pet Dragon. This card needs a reprint really badly because, you know, Harpies are going to get more support in the future, and this card will definitely be an awesome card to have in the deck. Now, I think this card definitely will get a reprint relatively soon. So, you know, depending on if you think it's going to get reprinted, you can trade yours now or later. But I personally think this card definitely will get a reprint because it's just one of those cards that you really need in the Harpy deck to, you know, you make Big Eye. It's level 7. That's where the game is going right now. It's all about the level 7 monsters to make rank 7 XYZs, which basically comes down to Big Eye Steel monsters. And the last card we have is notorious Cherries. Now this card's kind of expensive, especially because you want to play more than one. I mean, you could technically play 1 Cherry just because it's a level 1 tuner, but it won't really be any good playing 1. You're going to want to play, you know, 2 to 3 Notorious Cherries. You can special summon up to 2 Notorious from your deck when it's destroyed by battle or by card effect, which I think is really awesome. There used to be a bunch of decks that really utilized this. I really just miss Glow Up Bulb, honestly, because that was probably one of the best level 1 tuners that ever came out into the game. But Actually, I don't know. Fishborg Blaster is pretty good too, but that card's also banned. But notorious Cherries, very awesome card, and it's not like it's very meta. It's a slower card, and if you can still get its effect off, like if you set it first turn and you get it destroyed and you spell summon 2 Cherries, if you're playing something like Girgas or Karikaris, you can really utilize that and you can make a huge field the next turn as long as everything goes through. But you know, notorious Cherries, you definitely want 3 of them, so why not reprint this card? Let some players play it, because Plant Synchro isn't really like a meta deck at the moment. You could still sometimes pull off a Quasar and win those games, but yeah, those are some cards that I think definitely deserve a reprint, because I myself vend Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I always like things getting reprinted, even though sometimes it's bad for vendors if cards get reprinted. For me, I want the players to have the cards that they want to play, because I think that is what's important, keeping the players happy. But anyways, if you guys think that there are other cards that deserve a reprint, let me know in the comment section below, because maybe Konami will see this video. Occasionally, I do talk to their PR. He doesn't really have control over what gets reprinted, but occasionally I do talk to him, and hopefully he'll see this video and then he'll talk to someone else, and maybe that they will reprint some of these. But anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.